Welcome to the Hope Stream, and it's Jinx, it's Sammy, and it's Ver, it's Sky and Ver, and it's together. It's December 30th, 9:41. Hi!
Hi! It's us, the Hopes. We're once again playing more Phoenix Wright, Justice for All. We are going to be finishing Turnabout Bigtop today.
Holy moly. And when we get through this one, we're gonna be like on a this is like Turnabout Bigtop is like the chugga 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 of a roller coaster.
Yeah.
And then the first little beginning of the next case is so like that like laid out like just before the drop, where you're like, oh boy, here we go, and then it's all drop from there, baby.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm excited.
The last case of this game is very much like what am I trying to say? It's
Get our Academy Award ready.
Farewell My Turnabout. It's called Farewell My Turnabout.
Farewell My Turnabout. It'll be the drama.
The drama.
You're
not even ready.
Today's gonna be the drama too. It's just gonna be drama involving let's just say it, lesser characters.
Bad characters.
I mean, I am not a fan of any of these fucking guys that are into a 16-year-old girl. I'll say that for absolutely nothing.
Like when we were gonna start this, I was like, no. It's like, it's not that bad. And then as we were going through it was just like, why are they all obsessed with a 16-year-old girl?
Like every guy. And it's like, it's so icky, and she's just such a little baby girl.
And the writing even has Phoenix like blush.
Yeah, and it's like, stop it.
So I'm just excited. Like
this has been a very fun case. Don't get me wrong. It's fun to do all of the little circus characters and whatnot, but I am excited to get to the next one.
So in our investigation last time, we met Acro, and we found out that his brother Bat, guess what job they have in the circus? His brother Bat is hospitalized because he got chomped on by Leon the lion. Which was Regina's previous big cat. Now she has a tiger. I think his name is Regent. Now she has a tiger because Leon got put down by her dad, and we found out that she was given a note by someone. We think it was probably Acro.
Probably.
That said, killer, come to this place by this point in time. But she did not listen to that. She put that up on the billboard because she
was like, I'm not a killer.
I am not the killer.
But I don't know what that is.
Bat of Acro Bat put his head in a lion's mouth and got chomped on, and so now he's in the hospital forever. And Acro also can't use his legs. I don't know how relevant this is to what's going on right now, but everyone seemed to make a big fucking deal out of it last time, so let's just go.
Good morning, Max.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties.
You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today.
I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it.
I get you. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina?
Maya also likes Regina, but she can have a crush on Regina if she wants.
Yeah.
How fabulous, my sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today?
Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this.
Mo said that.
So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end?
It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties?
Huh?
I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't
Yeah. She doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or even where she is.
Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today, I'm just a member of the audience.
Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there.
Good luck, Max. You're the best.
Regina's different, don't you think, Nick?
Top of the morning to you, everybody. Let's get ready to stick in legal limbo. How low can you go?
Oh, ain't that the truth, Mo?
Top of the morning to you, governor.
Top of the morning.
That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk.
Oh, they all know that that's on his rider.
Aw. Oh my, thanks.
He's gonna fart so bad during the trial.
Yeah, little do we know he's lactose intolerant.
Well, he's a farm boy. Maybe he came from where the cows are, and he just loves himself a glass of milk.
He came from Dairy Stack.
Dairy stock.
So how are you today, Wright?
Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm gonna face off against the real culprit.
You mean Acro?
Whoa, even Maya loses.
Huh? You think he did it?
Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. Oh, Smithy, thanks for the follow.
Oh, hello. Thank you so much.
He's got guts to spare.
Wait, where'd you see that? Oh, hello. Thank you so much today.
If all they've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it
Oh,
already.
wait, excuse me. If all they've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses.
What are you gonna do then, Nick? Oh my god!
Jeez, Maya. I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today, we'll rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth.
Oh, I'm glad you like the voices. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. You're right, but it's gonna be tough.
Anyway, I want to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father.
You want us to make sure Regina watches?
Yes, that's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean?
I gotta tell you, your Mo voice is so good to me. I really like it. It's like, I'm like, oh yeah, that's the
She
one.
needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. So
See,
she's
she's
here.
gotta know the reality.
But is she
she went
here?
in. She went in.
Oh, okay,
I think
okay,
that
okay.
she went in. She
All
was
right.
like, I'll see you out there.
All right. So Mo is just like,
He's like, nah.
I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. Now, this part of this case is always so weird to me because it's really unclear whether or not it's like an ideological thing, like a spiritual thing, or it's like, no, factually, she doesn't know.
I think it's factually she doesn't know that people don't, because she was talking about it like, oh yeah, he's a star in the sky, and all the dead people become stars in the sky. Like, she was saying it very like, I'm not sad because this.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, it is sort of like a ideological question, like, do you take away someone's faith in order to give them the reality of the situation? I think in Regina's case, she so doesn't see the reality that it's like, this is like a little bit of a harmful positivity for you.
Yeah,
Like,
toxic positivity and not like... Not having... will have to deal with, like, sorting out her father's estate. So they want her to, like,
she needs
deal
to
with
start
that.
thinking about things like an adult does, because she's 16 now. In 4 years, she'll be an adult.
2 years. 18?
Yeah, I guess 18.
Legally?
18 is legally an adult in America, at least.
This is San Francisco, so...
Yeah, like in Big Hero 6.
Just like Big Hero 6. Same setting. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case.
The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events.
What's the meaning of this?
We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime.
Order! Order! I had a feeling something like this would come up.
Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of this scene on my orders.
Poor Gumshoe.
Poor Gumshoe is right.
Very well. Please call your witness to the stand.
Time to get to work. Or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope.
You can say time to get to work.
You don't have to be weird about it.
Oh, Acro.
Oh, Acro.
Name and occupation? Ken Dinkling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Berry Big Circus. Where were you on the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. Is this what Gumshoe made all night?
Yeah.
Aww, it's very good.
Okay, thank you.
I'm not upset about it. I was just like,
Is this what he made?
No.
He worked all night on it.
If you look at the map, you will see that the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you like to tell us what you witnessed? Okay. Don't let Phoenix say a single thing.
No, it's fine. We'll get there.
It was just after 10 p.m., and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump from the outside window. From outside the window. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like.
Interesting.
To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming.
This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown.
If that is the case, there's very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the skies that night.
Hold it.
He's a magician.
Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness.
A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a foolish fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did.
Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony?
No, I have a problem with the prosecutor, but that's just something I need to go over in therapy. In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened.
Very well. You may proceed with your cross-examination.
What I witnessed. You can...
It was resting in my bed.
You said that you were resting in your bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct?
That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright, sometimes it can make it hard to sleep.
If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains?
I didn't think of that. Shh, 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 shh. I never really thought of that.
Oh, we
I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains.
Aww. God, I just like him so much.
Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Whoa!
The witness will proceed with his testimony. The judge being like, aw, shucks.
Oh, shucks, what a nice guy. Your room is on the 3rd floor, right?
Yes,
And you said that you were resting in bed,
that is correct.
but you were still able to hear a sound from outside?
I was indeed.
Pressing Acro doesn't seem to get results. Maybe something was contradictory in what he said just now. Was there?
I mean, our philosophy is kind of always,
Yeah. There's a huge contradiction in the testimony that was just given. I'm pretty confident about it.
if there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence.
She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction?
Do we?
I mean, I don't know what the question is. Wait, what was he saying?
He heard a large thump from outside the window.
Oh.
So found at the crime scene. Wait. His hat was found at the crime scene?
That's what it says.
So, if he saw...
If he saw Max, he would have seen the hat.
Yeah, I mean, that
But
that didn't have any...
it would have been up in the air?
He wouldn't have seen the hat.
He wouldn't have seen the hat.
Let's try it. What in the world is this?
Ow!
You just don't get it, do you, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
What don't I get?
You're not going to be able to get through this one with your usual bluff routine. Your client looks to be ready to take off once again, straight towards a guilty verdict.
You were bluffing? I will not forgive any more mockeries made of this court!
Whoops.
What?
Okay. So not that.
What?
It was just after 10 p.m.
Oh,
I was resting
okay.
in my bed. Heard a thump. A few minutes later, I saw some...
Fine, it was Max Galactica. I saw him from behind. That's what it looked like.
The light in your room was turned off then, right?
That's true. I was going to bed after all.
So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window.
The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see, but honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was a person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front.
Did you see any of the other symbols?
Oh, serious face.
I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica.
The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with his latest bit of testimony? No.
Okay, yeah.
So in this one, if he would have seen the silk hat. He only said the cloak and the white rose.
No,
Or
he said the silk
could-
hat. He wouldn't have been able to see the silk hat because the silk hat was left at the crime scene, and if he flew away from the crime scene, then he wouldn't have seen the silk hat on Max as he flew away.
Oh. We already said that. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that?
What do you mean?
The silk hat.
What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window.
Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night.
That would have been quite difficult, considering the state that I'm in.
I'm just in my little wheelchair. Sorry.
Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me.
Fair enough. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene.
That's the Ringmaster's hat.
Girl. Girl. Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat.
Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright?
Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats?
No, this is handmade. This is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand! And in fact, fibbing is quite a gentle word to use. We call that perjury in the law world.
But yeah, we call that perjury in the law world. Order! Order! As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before sinking.
Are you okay, Nick?
Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up.
How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? Whoa. Whoa. We can go on. We can go and say he was the real culprit.
He's the real culprit. I mean,
You think
he
he's the real
is.
culprit?
I mean, listen. I believe he's the real culprit just based on the story mechanics that have come up, and also I've played this game and I know. Like,
Wow, spoilers.
sorry. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself.
On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of?
He's in a wheelchair.
He couldn't have committed a crime.
That was so like the early 2000 vibes that he was like, I'm just a little guy in a wheelchair. I could never. And you're like, but you could. And actually, that's being open-minded.
Diversity win.
Diversity win. We can have people of anybody do a murder. Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry.
Wow.
Wow, you would accuse a guy in a wheelchair? It's fucked up.
Mr. Wright, are you serious?
Look at him! Deadly serious, Your Honor.
I think your trips to the circus have served you well.
You sound like such an asshole right now. Phoenix Wright cancelled party. Phoenix Wright dead party.
You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by his theatrics. Trying to vow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really?
Yeah, it's give him the old razzle dazzle. Judge, haven't you ever seen Chicago? Razzle dazzle hum.
This is his live reaction to you singing. If you don't believe me, just look at the witness.
I'm just a gentle boy.
He's calm enough for it to almost be scary.
Yeah, guys.
I like how he's still in his circus uniform.
Everyone is.
Yeah.
He is staying rather calm and collected.
Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusations? I don't really need to say a thing, do I?
I mean, look at me.
I'm just a little guy and it's my
just
birthday.
a little guy and it's my birthday.
What do you mean? Everyone...
I mean, I'm not making it up. He is using it. He's using it.
He is. I can't even stand up for myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client.
You fuck.
But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all
You
things?
fuck!
On my birthday?
Not on your birthday!
See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous.
And you just know that Francisca is so he's canceled. Wow, Abel is trash.
Yeah.
He couldn't do anything, right? And Phoenix is like, no, he could do things.
She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you
Oh
heartless
my
little
god!
man.
Jesus Christ!
Oh no!
2000 and whatever. When was this game? Wait, can you look up right now when this game came out? I kind of want to know.
Yeah.
Justice for all. 2008? 2005?
Wait. 2002.
2002.
Really?
Oh, on the Game Boy
Wow.
Advance.
And then
2006 on the DS,
DS.
which is when I would have played it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't believe this was on the.
He's a poopy head! Poopy head!
See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it.
Oh my god, this is so Twitter.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well.
I'm just saying you don't need to stand in order to be a murderer.
Yeah. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice?
No. I don't think so. Because his
No.
brother's not around, and I don't think anyone would help him.
I don't think anyone knew. I think everyone literally thought it was
Yeah.
Max. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice.
No. Not this time, Von Karma.
What?
No, he did it on his own, baby girl. You're not gonna sucker me into this one.
What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright?
There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed the murder all by himself. It's my Tim Curry Phoenix.
Tim Curry as
Tim-
Phoenix Wright?
Like the butler in the Clue movie.
Yeah. Order! What are you getting at?
Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm gonna have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry.
Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do it?
I don't know what I can't. I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed.
All right, then let's do it! Let's fucking go!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, if this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me.
Oh yeah.
When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dinklage?
Oh fuck me.
It was like he was in his room, right?
When the crime was committed?
Yeah.
Where was the person who was murdered?
No, where was Acro?
Oh,
Acro was in his room
In
when
his
the
room.
crime was committed.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was. Cause I know
He
how it
can't
happened.
go up and down. I mean,
He was
not just because you know how it happened, just like because.
Well, because he couldn't have gone anywhere else, but also I know how it happened.
Yes, I know how. But we're showing your work right now. We're not being like the answer is 5.
No, and I'm not saying what the answer is. I'm just saying I know what the answer is, and I know where Acro was because of the answer.
He was obviously here.
He was the entire time. He was obviously there the
That's-
entire time.
Acro's room.
It's pretty simple, isn't it?
Oh
Fuck
my God.
me. So mean to me. So mean, so frustrated. So evil. Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can only be one answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster.
Oh, are you nuts? What did you say, Mr. Tingling?
What say you?
What say you, Mr. Tingling?
I'm just beautiful.
It's an interesting theory.
I'm a Disney princess. That's it?
Considering that what you proposed is impossible, yes, that's it.
Wait. It's impossible that you were in your room?
That's funny.
So where were you then?
Mr. Wright.
May we, Your Honor?
As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene or be the killer.
I said that he couldn't go to the scene. You've got a point.
It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of his crime.
That's true.
Clearly spotted.
Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he?
Maya did that. But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. You know that, right? It's important that you as an 18-year-old woman know that it's impossible for humans to fly.
Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright?
Yeah, well,
I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume.
bro, it's so fucking simple. How did he do it? That's the next course of the legal buffet.
Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here.
She's right. I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster, and he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about it.
Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright.
I'm gonna present some evidence.
So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of murder against Russell Berry?
I'll tell you right now, it was this fucking guy. Yeah?
Huh?
Blunt force trauma?
Blunt force trauma, tale as old as time.
What's that? A picture?
It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture.
The bust?
It's quite a large bust. And because it is life-sized, it is also very, very heavy.
Heavy.
Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death.
That landed on your head, that bonked you.
Ooh, if it bonked you, ooh, it would hurt real bad. Especially if it was dropped from a 3rd-story window.
Ah!
This motherfucker guessed my whole plan. That's what he's thinking.
Yeah, that's a kind of guilty looking face, huh?
See, this is how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster, with the force of gravity and Maximilian Galacta's ample bust.
Handsome bust.
His ample bosom.
Order! Order! So you were saying the bosom fell onto the ringmaster?
A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit.
I feel like you need to... How could you possibly
Wait, what were you
wheel
gonna
a
say?
wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible! I feel... He's... Him be like, I would know, because I was in a wheelchair, was something about what I was going to say, so it wasn't really that interesting.
Who was in a wheelchair? Was Phoenix in a wheelchair?
he wasn't.
Oh. Alright, fair enough. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
Sorry to
I was
press
like,
you.
it wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny.
Wasn't
It wasn't
interesting
relevant.
or relevant.
It's all good. It's all good. Sorry to pressure you. Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. I mean, look at those fucking arms!
Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges?
I'm just a little guy.
He tries to, like, hold his arms aside. He's like,
Well, flexing, I'm just a little guy.
Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows I'm getting close to the truth. Well, 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 Acro. You can't run away this time. Wow!
I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What?
Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself.
Testimony, you say?
On karma. She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time. There is absolutely no need for such testimony.
The defense has its version of the murders. The prosecution has the right to respond.
The defense's objection is overruled.
Why can't he see things my way once in a while?
Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony.
The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful toward him. Thank you.
That woman will sink to any low to win a case. Even making herself seem understanding.
How do you know that people with mobility issues can't commit murder?
Yeah, that's pretty ableist of you.
I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible.
Oh, yeah?
There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body.
Would it be lower body force?
That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would have been unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him. Don't you think?
I don't know. That feels flimsy to me.
I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony.
Okay.
It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries.
That's what I was thinking. What's your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright?
I think you guys are being too easy mode on him. I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination.
He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really.
I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus.
Yeah. God, this whole case being like, and Acro, how disabled are you?
Yeah, it's fucked. This whole case is so...
What things are you not able to do on your own? Like, we were talking about the Regina of it all, but, like, this part is also so, like,
Yeah, I mean...
It's very 2002.
There's just so much. The victim was hunched over this box. So if you knew where the box was...
I mean, we
and
don't know...
it was to the back of the head.
Huh?
The blunt force trauma was to the back of the head. And if he was hunched over this box, then the location of the head would have been pretty stationary, perhaps. Or,
Like, he didn't need to look, I mean...
Because if he put the box there, he would know where he was gonna be.
How,
If he knew that he was gonna be looking to the box.
If we're assuming that... I mean, we haven't talked about the box in a long time, but I
Yeah, but
suppose that's true.
but like he was hunched over it, right?
Yeah.
So...
And I think, yeah. Yeah. So you're proposing he knew the location of the... Phoenix Wright, you are proposing he knew the location of the box, and thus that's where he had somehow positioned the bust.
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe he... I know that I have done this case many times before, but I feel as though my memory is being like, yeah, he had the bust hung up on a string. You know what I mean?
He had the bust hung up on a string.
With a cape, you know? And so to make it look like Max, and then he was like pulling it up with his upper arm strength, so he wouldn't have to like fling it over the window. He would just have to like let go of whatever rope he was holding on to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he had it with a pulley system.
Sure, because the bust was missing from the cafeteria, and the bust has a hat, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oops. Well, this evidence clearly contradicts it. The music
Okay.
didn't stop.
Well, it's not that,
It
so-
wasn't that. It wasn't that.
And the judge says, "Shut up! Shut up!"
It was supposed to be the box.
That's what you wanted.
And that's what's right. Acro.
Music stopped.
Acro.
Acro.
You didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you?
What are you driving at, Mr. Wright?
I don't have a license. You already knew ahead of the time where the ringmaster's head was gonna be. Quite precisely, I may add.
Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling! How about you show us some evidence?
But I did such a good job hinting!
Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright.
Maybe you should take a look at this.
I think you're gonna want to take a look at this.
The key point here is the wooden box. Oh, fuck? The same.
What did he say before?
He was probably like, oh, the wooden box was worth the suit of the web? The
Yes.
same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here?
Who?
When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box, which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime.
I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense.
The moment that the bust came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear.
You being...
If the bust were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box,
There would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim.
Ah! No!
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
order! This is unbelievable!
Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. And now I just gotta keep moving. And there's only one way to go from here. Forward.
Yeah. So the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box there?
It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow!
Allow me to whip some sense into you.
Ah, man!
Mr. Phoenix Wright!
Ow! Ow! Ow!
The Fingmaster's head would have been anywhere when he lifted the box.
That's why the box was so specially made.
Specially made?
Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. It was 20 pounds exactly, right? Or something like that?
Huh?
20 pounds. Small but strong lock.
Sure.
It was the weight.
That's the only thing we have
That's the only
specified.
thing that we know,
So
yeah.
why not?
The box has a remarkable weight.
It's remarkable in the sense it is listed in the court record. Weight.
According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds.
Just to lift up this wooden box when required.
Oh, I see. One would have to squat down, then lift it up with their body, wouldn't you say?
That's true. At
Yes.
20 pounds, you would have to squat. That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large.
The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it?
That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place.
Fool! Oh, shh. Goodbye.
Doesn't he even bother to listen to me anymore?
I've heard what you've had to say.
Huh?
I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills.
Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza?
Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing.
What?
Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust?
Yeah.
The cafeteria.
Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria.
I like how you don't have to remember. You can just be like, yeah, Phoenix remembers.
Yeah. But we remember.
Yeah.
Then what happened to it?
I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself.
Ugh, that means...
You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bust from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bust from the cafeteria to my room? You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright, explain that! Don't forget, you said it, there is no accomplice.
Ugh!
Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bust from the cafeteria.
Yep, we definitely have a problem here. But this is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happened once and for all.
All right, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Just like Francisca.
Let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bust from the cafeteria back to his room?
Well, it was confirmed the monkey, right?
Oh, the monkey!
Like,
Habitually gathers shiny objects, and I mean, may we take another look?
shiny.
That is a fucking shiny bust.
Real.
It's gotta be money.
Follow the money.
A monkey?
Everyone knows money. He loves shiny objects of any size.
Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist's ring.
So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust?
Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own and brought it back home.
Ugh.
Home?
Money lives in Acro's room.
Acro's room?
But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny.
Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record, huh?
Wow, rude.
My.
My, those are some very nice cards he's holding.
Yes, and they're made of platinum, which is very shiny. Acro! Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bust back to your room.
How heavy is that thing?
Looks
How
heavy.
strong is that monkey? If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate.
Oh, he'd been helping him out, maybe, I
Aw.
guess.
His,
Assistant living monkey.
okay, yeah.
Order! Order! I said order, Miss Von Karma! Where's the bust in question at this moment?
I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak.
This is rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then?
Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon.
Wait! Then you mean this bust was the murder weapon purely by accident?
It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer.
Moron! Wow.
Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Ouch!
Ouch!
Don't seem so bamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney.
Fraud? Jesus Christ.
Points
I got
at
a
his badge.
badge.
Pulls out his badge and shows it to her. You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
And what is that?
You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime.
Ah!
Yeah, because his bust
Because his
was
bust
there.
was there.
There's no reason to doubt the clown's testimony.
That's true! How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright?
Nick, don't let her beat you now.
Oh, I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around.
When the murder occurred, there were 2 people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw?
It was the bust. It was the bust, you fool. He saw Max's bow!
I asked who was the other person most saw. That evidence has nothing to do with the question.
No, au contraire, mon frère. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette, but he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw.
But how is that possible?
It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust.
What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette you saw was wearing a cloak.
Nah, there's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to a bust. It would be easy to hang one off of the cards in the bust's hands.
Idiot! Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust?
A murderer. It doesn't matter who put it on the bust.
He's like, that's stupid. Who would do that? She's so like, who would do that?
That's so dumb. And he's like, I don't know if it would help you get away with murder, you might do it.
Of course someone would do it.
Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is of the utmost importance to this case. Don't you agree?
He caught me.
So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust?
I don't know if it was intended. And we know that Russell Berry was wearing Max's cloak.
He was wearing his cloak.
And like, it wasn't Acro that put it on him. So it was probably actually, like, it just happened when Russell died.
Do you think he just did it because of the whimsy?
I don't think he did it at all. I think
Oh.
it got caught on it, and
He got caught.
I think so. I think he got caught on the bust after it fell on him.
Oh.
The fool! Him?
Are you saying it was the victim himself? Russell Berry?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, the victim himself placed the cloak on the bust?
Placed the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it.
Phoenix is with me.
Then what would you say is the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright?
Explain yourself!
Nick, do you really have a handle on all this?
I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces
I'm
together.
fine, I'll get it.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't fucking chill out. Jeez. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. All right. So you want to know what really happened that night?
Yeah!
You really want to know?
Yeah!
Let's step back in time.
Woo!
Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box.
Okay.
At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than a ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trilo.
And like, they have entirely different figures.
I guess, yeah. I don't know. They're just silly. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that was when it happened! When Acro took his chance and released the rope!
Where did he get the box?
Now, this is what the magic happens. At the very instant that the bust hit the victim.
Ouch.
Oh man, that's so sad. Oh! Just the inertia of it all. That's silly.
You wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
I kind of agree with her. That's pretty silly.
She's like, hold on. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be.
Did he not, like, put the cloak on right? It's a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. This circus isn't over just yet.
It bonked him so hard that it caused the inertia of the cave.
Cape to just flop right
Yeah.
off him.
That.
And go,
The
like...
animation is so funny.
It's so, like, it kind of proves how unrealistic the whole thing sounds. The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. You know, normal stuff. That impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. The witness was, of course, Lawrence Moe Curls, the clown. When Moe looked out his window, the cloak had already been snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Moe saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because, in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out of his window, so he just kept pulling the bust up. Oh, magic!
Maybe he flew.
And that's how the magical murder disappearing into the sky came to be. Everyone's like, yo,
Huh?
shut the fuck up.
The cape snagged onto the bust.
So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop a murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro. It could have only been you. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. But he's not gonna gaslight gatekeep girl boss me for much longer. He's come to the end of his rope now.
So,
What now?
you've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my VIP. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well.
Boo!
Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence?
Nick, they say they want evidence.
They want evidence.
I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. But there's still something unusual about Moe's eyewitness account.
Unusual.
A contradiction, actually.
Huh?
Okay then, use that and get out of this jam.
That's enough talking amongst yourself. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. This is like definitely one of the weirder like evidence presenting parts of this
Proof?
case, right?
Proof that I've unraveled it all.
Well, you see in this promo picture, he has strings. I can't see any strings attached to him, and they're and he has the roses attached to him on the front.
Yeah.
And Mo didn't see the roses. He only saw the hat and the cloak.
And then
There
that
are
doesn't
no
have the roses. It just
so
has
it couldn't have been Max if there were no roses. Question mark?
It's got his 3 symbols. Famous symbols. The problem is Max's 3 symbols.
Oh,
And I
so
knew
it-
this and I wasn't bluffing.
I wasn't lying.
You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses.
Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings.
Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony.
The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other.
But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions.
You fool! Do you ever shut up?
No! Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. No. However, remember what Mo said yesterday? He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust's.
Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of.
Fine, you've got one. But what about the other contradiction?
The other contradiction.
Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away.
Can you do it, Nick?
Of course. I can explain all of it.
What was that?
Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust.
Show the yoink again?
If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses?
They died immediately.
Clumped underneath the everything.
Oh, that's sad.
Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust.
Oh.
Order! This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads.
Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel.
Aw, man, they don't look sad at all.
Uh-oh.
Well, so much for that theory.
Mr. Wright, do you mind?
What is it?
You took the time to research our circus, didn't you?
Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think I didn't?
If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track.
Why is that?
Motive. Well, you skipped something. Anyone with relation to the circus is well aware of this. I didn't hear your first thing you said. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster.
Sorry,
I
it's
do
like
not know what she
it's like
said.
but he likes the ringmaster. Everybody likes the ringmaster. So what's his motive?
Okay. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now.
What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster.
Acro's motive. Huh.
It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess.
Okay.
Do you want to take a 5-minute recess of our own?
Sure. Take a little breaky boo. Drink some water.
Yeah.
And we'll be right back.
Yeah. We'll be back at at our time it'll be 7:15.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you then.
All right. See you soon.
We're back.
Thank you for waiting.
All right. Now let's finish this case.
Woo!
Woo!
Oh, hey, Leo.
Hey. Good to see you. Yeah, sure, save. Oh my god, the cats also turned the cats were stepping on the keyboard during the break, and they
They fucked everything up.
yeah, they didn't stop stream though, so that's all that really counts. Ham ha and ham ha from Taco Hell
Ugh.
to Taco Tell.
Taco Tell.
Taco fell. Dum 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 dum. I can't believe it. Acro?
It's pretty shocking, isn't it?
It definitely is, and I think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeepus, am I that hated?
Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose.
He did? Psst. Psst. Cough. But, I'm nothing but a little nobody, you know?
But you're not, which is kind of the reason why.
Oh.
Hey, pal! You're gonna ignore me after I went to all this trouble to bring you some evidence?
Detective Gumshoe.
Forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyway.
Wow, mean?
Now, Detective, I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little?
We've got some really tasty milk.
How about a card trick, Detective?
I can't stay mad at you. Ho. Well, if you insist.
Now, about that evidence you mentioned, what is it?
Here you go.
Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room.
Yep, and I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later.
Later?
Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this?
I hate her.
That's why this is all a secret.
Whoa.
Huh?
Secret,
Huh?
no one.
Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything, but everything that's happened in court up till now has gone according to our plan.
I don't know. Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things there just now.
You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion. Final plans? Uh-huh. That reminds me. I got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever... pardon me, let me do my German accent. Nothing is ever truly decided... until the very end. Pretty good, huh? That's it. And that's it for me, too, pal. I'm out of here.
What did he mean by that, the very end part?
I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me.
Yeah, it was pretty cryptic to me, too.
One more thing.
Don't scare me like that!
It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant.
What? From me?
It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of a dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils.
An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me?
Aww.
That's sweet. For you, I guess.
That's a lot of milk.
He's gonna be farting up this entire
gonna be
courtroom.
really disgusting.
That's what everyone's talking about here right now.
Oh,
That's how
what's
much
that smell?
Court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime. Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling. Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony.
Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay?
Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
He's not okay because
He's
he
not
is
okay.
lactose intolerant and he did have milk. And he didn't have a lactate.
Oh God, I didn't take my fucking had to drink some of that milk.
Gulp.
Gulp. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents.
Oh.
That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. Aww.
You're such a thoughtful young man.
As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro would kill the man he held in such high esteem.
You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there?
Oh my god. Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. Of course I'll cross-examine.
Duh.
The defense has a right to cross-examine the witness.
You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive.
I want justice for all.
Very well, Mr. Wright, please cross-examine the witness.
I don't know if that message that Gumshoe delivered was from Francisca. She doesn't seem in on it. Where did my water go?
We?
Yes.
Oh, wait, was I supposed to...
What did you read?
I don't know. I just realized, like, maybe I wasn't supposed to cross-examine, but maybe I was. I don't know.
Oh, yes, my brother Sean and I.
What? You have a brother?
How old were you when this happened, Acro? I was 8 years old, and my brother was 4.
Your parents were very cruel, weren't they?
Huh? Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us.
Because they left them.
Oh.
Their parents, like, abandoned them.
Because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the Berry Big Circus.
Oh.
Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed.
He's got a soft spot.
Ow! No crying in court. Let's keep going.
The witness may proceed with his testimony.
Wow.
So they took us in. Became an acrobat at 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to bring...
What do you think, Nick?
I don't know. I think the more I cross-examine and the worse I end up looking in the end.
You mean...
I get the feeling that this cross-examination was a trap.
Yeah, Varn Karma set you up again.
Okay. How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster?
He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had.
What about the other people at the circus?
This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come see us with a laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story.
I'm crying.
Boo-hoo. That's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him.
Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person?
I know. He seems like a nice guy, which makes it so difficult.
So then how long have you been a performer?
Hold it.
You started off as an acrobat at that early an age, 9 years old?
Yeah. I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape.
You're telling me.
You're telling me. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother.
Like, he is one of the sexiest Phoenix Wright characters, for sure.
And we called ourselves the Flying Dinglingberries. It's nearly a household name. It really rolls off the tongue.
The flying dinglingberries.
I've even heard of them in Germany.
That's great, liar.
The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus.
You are truly a remarkable young man.
The judge keeps looking at Acro almost like a proud father. Oh my god. Okay. Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster? Ow! What?
How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony, or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Wright. You better think hard.
Ow! 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 Ow!
No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see the witness ever taking the victim's life.
How?
Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor.
Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them.
I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk.
I think that will be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that it is pretty unlikely.
Exactly right, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead?
I think it was an accident. I don't think he meant to kill the ringmaster. So,
Nick?
Yeah. I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start.
because if he can't like look out the window during that moment,
Yeah, I
and
think
he planted something.
I think he expected it to be Regina.
Yeah, because he planted a note on Regina. He
Yeah.
didn't plant it on the ringmaster.
Yeah, Your Honor. The reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven.
What?
That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ow! What?
You foolish attempts to foolish, like foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was,
This is the real killer of Russell Berry, ringmaster.
If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right.
The end of things?
Acro, you didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night.
what did you just say?
I'm saying that the target of the witness's murderous plot was not the ringmaster, because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with.
What?
What? Order! Order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is! Smack anyone who's loud in the face! Twice if you must!
Yo, let's not actually
Hurt.
be, like, painful to people.
Physically assault them.
Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court? Ow!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said she was trying to kill Regina, and I'm inclined to believe in you. Hey!
Oh my goodness!
Hey, whoa! Hey,
Oh
whoa!
my goodness!
Hey, whoa!
Oh my
Hey,
goodness!
whoa!
Oh, whoa! Oh, wow!
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
You guys! Thank you so much for rating! We reached 300 followers with you guys coming in. That's so cool! Hello, everyone! Wow! Oh, wow! Oh,
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much.
hi!
Hi, we're the Hopes.
Oh,
I'm Ver, the blue one.
I'm Sky. I'm the little yellow one.
We're playing Phoenix Wright right now. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Raiders from
and-
Four Leaf Island.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming.
That's so sweet of you to give us a little raid. That's so sweet. I hope that
wow.
your art stream and your studying all went well tonight. I'm pretty sure that's what you were doing.
Look at all
That's
these
so sweet.
cuties. All right, well, you came in at a good time. We're about to solve this case, so it should be pretty fun.
Thank you so much for the follows. We're at the conclusion of this.
Working on your VTuber model. That's so cool.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that earlier. It was looking good. I'm excited to take a look at it later.
Yeah, I can't wait to see. Okay.
Okay,
well,
okay.
Let's get back into it.
We're gonna figure out who is accused of this murder. We we do a lot of voice acting and fun stuff here.
Yeah.
So let's continue. Okay.
Regina.
Regina Berry.
This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct?
Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
Oh, thank you.
Yay! You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question.
Oh.
This case is bizarre.
He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, you're wrong. That's it.
That's it, huh? Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Enough. Mr. Wright, allow me to.
Ow! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself.
Oh.
Okay.
Huh? Huh?
And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh, good. They should love
Oh
this game.
yeah, this game is I also love it.
Show me evidence now. I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry.
Oh. Ugh.
Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl.
Oh, it's the note, right? Because the note was like, you haven't forgotten what happened 6 months ago, have you? I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza, which is where the scene of the crime happened.
I'm linking our VOD channel here in case anyone wants to actually know what's going on in this. We have all the VODs leading up to this.
Yeah, you could watch
Up there.
We've definitely played all of the cases leading up to this moment. So
if you don't want any spoilers for like what's going on here,
You can
definitely
always come
feel free to
back.
do that. But thank you so much for being here and all the follows.
Thank you so much.
Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat.
Inside the victim's tailcoat.
Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, "To the Murderer."
Bum bum bum.
Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m.
Oh, thank you for the good luck.
Thank you.
So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note?
Nyah. Yes, but there's just one little problem.
Problem?
Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster.
You mean it wasn't for...
That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry!
Order! Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours...
It's just a theory. I mean, it's the truth, Your Honor. It's not a theory.
It's not just a theory, it's the proof and here's evidence for
Simply
it.
put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board.
That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note?
That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina.
Regina.
And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina.
That's incredible.
Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today.
Lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself.
Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was.
I've got it! I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza.
And that's when he let the bust fly.
Hey, Nick. Isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience?
She is. Unfortunately, it's only gonna get harsher from here.
Ruh-roh.
I hope Regina can handle it.
Acro wrote this note to Regina.
Foolish, with foolish ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish. You've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well. Mr. Phoenix Wright, if you're so sure, then tell us about this line.
I have conclusive evidence of what took place.
Yes? What about that line?
Well,
Guys, is it foolish?
Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would have meant this note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer.
You just don't get it, do you?
What? What did you say?
The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza in place of his lovely daughter.
Well, Phoenix...
Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note?
The incident 6 months ago, I know all about it.
You guys don't know
An
about it, but we
incident
know
occurred
about it.
6 months ago, and now I'm more than ready to show this court what happened at that time.
Moron.
Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case?
It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago.
Really, Nick?
I think so.
I think so. Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note?
She be sweating.
I know I'd certainly like to know what it is.
If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually...
Do you know
Oh
what it
yeah,
is?
Gummy Shork. Yeah, there's a lot of lawyer yowie, but I think you'd have to wait until the next case to get into the middle of some of that.
Ooh, yeah, next case is gonna,
So check in next Monday. Okay, wait. I mean, I think it's the scarf.
I mean, that's the piece of conclusive evidence that Gumshoe just gave us, right?
Yeah, right?
That's what he just handed us. I'd say it's probably that.
Or
Wait,
maybe...
the thing...
Oh, this was in the wooden box.
Oh, so it was that?
Ooh, because that's like...
Well, Mr. Smarty Pants, if you know what it was, why don't you just say it, huh?
Okay, fine.
Mr. Smarty Pants. Achoo! Achoo, achoo, achoo!
Well, it's bespoke text.
Achoo,
so
achoo.
maybe it's relevant.
What kind of spacey joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
A spicy joke? It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for.
What do you mean?
Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside.
Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright, so what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper?
Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw.
Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you are so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? Well, she didn't intend to really have a victim.
Yeah, but
she
I mean,
did.
I guess if you're trying to talk about who her victim was, it was like Bat.
Wait.
She was pranking him.
There was a stream that Four Leaf Island had recently where they were trying to guess who actually was a Phoenix Wright name and who wasn't. And one of those was someone guessing about Acro and Bat being names of Phoenix Wright characters.
Yeah.
So I want to point them out right now
We got
for that audience.
Acro, and Bat.
Yes. Real name
They are-
Ken and Sean Dingling.
Ken and Sean Dingling.
But Acro and Bat, they acrobats.
Yeah. But I think it was Bat.
Yeah, because he's in a coma. They are all puns. Who is this? Who the fuck is this?
Yo, who the F is this? That is Acro's younger brother.
What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead.
Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead.
Regina, she did that to him? Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool?
Yes!
Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. A lion? Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not her.
I mean,
So
it
then,
does feel that way when you get to talk to her.
Yeah.
what happened to Acro's brother?
He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident.
Oh, okay.
Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Game theory.
Maya.
Thanks for watching. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Oh, no, wait.
Well, we'll
I
see.
suppose it
We'll
was
see.
truly an accident.
I guess. It's essential that a man knows when to give up, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
It's impossible to prove Miss Berry's involvement in a murder attempt, isn't it?
Ha! Instigating the lion to attack? Who ever heard of something like that? And to think that the defense claimed this was conclusive evidence.
No, wait.
Case closed. It was an accident.
No, a small bottle of pepper, a lion. What's their connection?
Okay.
What's the matter,
Okay.
Nick? I figured it out. Wow. It was right in front of my nose the
Okay.
entire time. Screams.
Screamed bloody murder out loud. Okay.
Your Honor! Wait!
What is it?
The lion biting Bat was no accident at all!
Okay, so he corrected it himself.
What?
You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix.
Well, I don't know. Shut up!
There is no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being.
I'm so sorry, Gummy Shork. In my defense, Phoenix was also screaming.
That was him, he screamed.
She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother Bat because of
Did
the
they-
scarf. Yeah.
Yeah? That's just a scarf.
Acro. Yeah, you don't have to talk.
Blinks-
I'll just talk.
Blinks at you.
This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct?
Frowning. I'm glad you're having fun, thank you.
Yay!
That's right.
And who is the one that gave this scarf to Bat?
Regina. Regina gave it to him.
Regina?
There is something more than just blood on this scarf, Your Honor.
And what might that be?
Peppa!
Peppa?
Peppa! Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident, and she covered it with as much pepper as she could.
They don't like that. Peppa Pig?
Peppa Pig? Hey,
The bird. The bird! Oh my god.
Excuse me, Mr.
Peppa,
Rat.
what are you doing on my scarf?
Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering the criminal.
Okay.
But out of curiosity, what was her crime?
Yeah.
Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that?
Yeah, I give pepper-covered things to all of my family members, you know? It just still doesn't seem like the judge doesn't get it. But I know this girl does.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling?
Smiling? The lion was smiling.
Oh no, gummy shark!
Yeah, good luck on your test.
Good luck on your test. You can do it. I know you can.
Right before...
Oh. Oh my god. Right before Bat was bit by the lion, for a moment the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling.
Lions. Smile?
No, but they do sneeze.
Snile.
So then they snile when they sneeze and smile.
I've never heard of them sniling. Oh, however.
Sniling? I've heard of a snile. Lions sneeze. Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze.
Ouch.
That's pretty sad. Yikes! He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf.
Kalian, you and everyone else who has zero context for this trial is so funny now coming in.
You might be having a better time than we are, to be honest. This is
Yeah.
probably one of the
I really
least fun
enjoy it.
cases.
What? You fool! Youch!
Youch! Yowza!
You've got to be kidding me! What's the matter, Miss Von Karma?
I object for objection's sake.
She also just logged in. She's like, this is ridiculous.
She's like, what does the lion
I
have
just
to do
came
with
in
this?
from Four Leaf Stream and I am so confused.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened?
Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to the accident, or this joke, as you put it, okay, offensive. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina.
You foolish idiot. It almost does seem like a terrible joke.
Oh,
Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves.
are you telling me that what I said was true?
Acro,
You don't mean... You can't mean... Witness!
Now, are you confirming the defense's claim?
Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
The pepper, the scarf, the lion,
The witch? The wardrobe?
the Tin Man, the Scarecrow. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow.
We don't even have James McAvoy here.
We really don't. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory.
The paper!
What would that problem be?
The same problem it's always been. Evidence.
I've been involved in this game for a long time now, he says.
2 whole episodes. If I dropped Max's bust on top of the Ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim?
You mean the conclusive evidence?
The biggest problem is a murder weapon, or the lack thereof to be more precise.
The murder weapon.
The bust that the defense claims was used, if that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes.
Yes, it would be. Then where's the bust?
Huh.
The scarf, the pepper, the lion, the witch, the wardrobe, the fourth, the fifth, the minor, high, the major.
Bust. The scarf, the pepper, the lion, the witch, the wardrobe, the fourth, the minor, the major lived.
Nick, you've got to do something.
It's a last step, and if I am right, the case is won. See how things work out.
Really?
It might be worthwhile to search Acro's room. Why are you going to search in his room?
It looked like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of von karma total justice.
I have never heard that phrase, I guess. I figured with you, that's the least I should respect. You'd leave no stone unturned. Ouch!
Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday.
What did you find?
There's no reason to even say it. Oh. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. I would have hidden it.
Yeah.
I would have destroyed the evidence. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for.
Hallelujah.
Stop it! No! You're killing me!
Hallelujah.
You see, Mr. Wright? The bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. And we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story.
Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this.
That's you guys at us right now. It looks like you lack the final nail to put in my coffin.
Okay, all right. Victim mentality. But what about the scarf? What about the no?
What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now.
Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bust. Where is it now?
Where's the bust right now?
You're Phoenix Wright. You know where that bust is. I'm sure you do.
There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? I'm glad you guys are having fun. Thank you so much.
Thank you for hanging out. It's very
Yeah.
fun.
It seems this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short.
Thank you. Thank you for your support.
Ugh.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Are you gonna lose your case because of little old me?
I think that brings an end to the cross-examination of this witness.
Whoa. Whoa.
Hold it.
Wait.
Hold it.
Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its lace. What? I mean, case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue.
Oh, Maya. Maya. What? What?
We need time to do what? Ow, what?
Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she?
No, she's just some girl that won't leave me alone.
I don't know her.
Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright?
What? Are you asking me? The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck. I bought you 5 seconds.
Hey, wait. You can't be serious.
Acrobats always have their lives on the lines, don't they?
I'm a lawyer.
That's how Acro's lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope.
Theoretically.
If we don't, we're certain to lose.
Very well. The defense may proceed.
Phoenix sweating. He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon.
I remember walking the tightrope of logic. There's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward.
Ka-chow.
The murder weapon. Where is Max's bust now?
I know where it is. It's in this courtroom.
Whoa. You think it's in the courtroom?
It's obvious. The bust is inside
It's
this
obvious?
very courtroom.
It's obviously where?
Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all.
Oh my god.
The witness stand.
Oh my gosh.
Acro.
Stand up.
I'm sorry to ask this, but would you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair?
Okay, but I'm not wearing any pants.
Oh my god! It's your funeral.
He starts talking to his little bird instead of answering. I'm sorry. I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright.
Oh, thanks for coming over, Gummy Shork.
Thank you, everyone who stopped by.
Yeah, thank
Feel
you
free
so
to go
much.
to bed.
Yeah, I know that you just came from another stream. Feel free to take a good rest, but come back another time or check out our VODs. We've got them all available so you can catch up on all the Phoenix Wrights and other stuff we've got going on.
We'll be playing the whole series.
Yeah. So there's plenty of opportunities. Have a good night. Kissy, kissy. All right.
I didn't quite
yeah.
hear you.
Well, you are a big guy. You got a pretty big wheelchair because of it.
Did you say he had a big wheelchair?
Yeah, because he's a big guy.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, I don't know, hide a bust under there.
Wow.
Even he thinks this is crazy.
Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright.
I think it's pretty amazing you can laugh in your position.
Sitting?
However, oh my God, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it. In the only place that you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap?
Hi, Ren.
Oh, hello. Hey, Renee.
Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. You fool! How could you?
I'm sorry, but it's the truth.
You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro.
Yeah.
Actually, 2 of them.
2 of them.
Miss Francisca Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night?
Oh, she knew.
She didn't. She's like, what do you mean?
No, but she didn't want him to be found out. She did know.
Oh.
Because she went and searched.
There were 2 pieces of decisive evidence. The cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. The pan down is so funny for some reason.
Yeah, there's something comical about it.
And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon? There's no way I can escape that.
Dang.
So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma.
It all makes sense now.
I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing.
Uh-huh. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't.
I can't believe it! Me? Make a mistake? Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that!
But she did it because she was suspicious of him.
Okay, I see.
But she did it because she has like an intrinsic justice within herself that it supersedes her desire to win. But she doesn't realize that she believes in justice more than she believes in her desire to win. And she would like to believe that she wants to win.
Thanks for the good luck.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
It seems we've finally arrived at the truth. Acro,
Yes, Your Honor.
did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus?
Point his fingers together.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I did.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime.
Acro.
All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he'd tease her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, you couldn't help yourself from laughing.
Aw.
That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way.
That's why she covered the scarf with pepper.
I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never, ever being able to understand her.
I mean, they could not be more diametrically opposed. He's someone who really understands the harsh realities of the world and what it takes to take care of family. And
Yeah.
she is someone who completely fundamentally does not understand that, has been sheltered her whole life.
Yeah, super coddled.
And like unschooled.
And murder. You also
did murder. Yeah. I'm guilty. Murder is the other crime.
Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely that she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried.
That's when you decided to do something about Regina.
How dreadful.
So, are you saying that you were a victim in all of this as well?
No, that's not what I mean.
Oh.
I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first, I thought I'd kill myself. Then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max.
Oh.
Max, I'm so sorry.
Oh, he didn't even want to pin it on Regina. He was mad at her, but he didn't want to like.
And then he realized he killed the ringmaster, who was like a father figure to him, and he was like, damn.
He really fucked it up.
I just couldn't up and leave yet.
Ugh.
And it was not your fault but mine. And it was your heart on the line.
You really fucked it up this time.
Didn't you, my dear?
This has been such a strange case.
You're telling me, Judge.
It's almost a reflection of the circus itself.
So true.
I'm an idiot.
No.
No.
She puts herself in an idiot sandwich.
No. I can't believe it. You beats me. Again!
I don't know what to say to that.
I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict.
You can say sadist.
Not guilty.
Woohoo! Yay, Max! You did it!
Here, get out of that ad break. Not guilty.
This court is adjourned.
Okay. We did it.
Yay! Wow.
Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this.
Well, that's good. That means that your humanity is intact.
Acro, the ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh?
That's a good question, and I don't know the answer to it.
Many congratulations, but only at max 1,000,000 of them.
Thank you. What's with the vibe of this room?
We're just thinking about Acro.
Oh. No. If you worry too much about people, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy.
So that's why I suggest just being completely ambivalent towards good and evil.
Huh?
She's been like this for a while now.
It's all my fault!
Sweetie pie.
Bat and Acro, they're never coming back. Now everyone's gonna split up. Regina, Mr. Wright, tell me something.
What do you want to know, Regina?
Acro said something right at the end.
I just couldn't up and leave yet.
Does that mean that Acro, is he gonna try and get his revenge on me?
Of course he is.
Of course.
He's gonna get you.
No, I don't think so. I think he would have pinned it on you.
He tried to get you.
He's not gonna do that to you, Regina.
Are you sure? You're really sure? I can believe that.
Yep. Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore.
If that's true, then I want to see some evidence.
Huh?
I want to know you're not just making up that stuff about Acro wanting revenge.
Thanks to everyone who has stayed in and is leaving now.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you so much.
Yeah, it's good to have you around, and we hope to see you again. And have a good rest of your evening. I didn't.
Why wouldn't he want revenge?
I just thought that maybe he wouldn't.
You were like, I don't know. He doesn't want revenge.
He's going to jail. He seemed pretty all right.
Does it have anything to do with like that little like salt thing? Pepper. Pepper? Does it have? Oh.
Bat, because Bat wouldn't want you to. Acro didn't want you to get caught for a reason. Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again.
Bat! That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know. I never knew. But now that Acro's been caught...
Uh-huh.
I know. What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes until he opens his eyes, and then he can meet Acro again.
That's so sweet of you, Regina.
I'm pretty sure he's getting the death penalty.
But,
I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat.
well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind.
Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So wherever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract.
Aw.
I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? That's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Huh? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision. What is it? I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen! The best circus the world has ever seen? Don't laugh.
That's quite the goal.
Yay! I can't wait!
Then I guess that changes things.
Because he's going to want to work at the best
He wants to be at the best
circus in the
circus.
world. He doesn't want to be at a low-rung circus.
Huh? There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means this circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Max. Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is, thank you.
Sorry. Regina, you're going to help them out too, aren't you?
I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me.
What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? We've got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been.
Mo?
Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the very big circus without Regina Berry.
Max? Nick?
Seems like everything's going to turn out all right here.
I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen.
We'll save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm gonna order special whoopee cushion seats.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Phoenix just going. Okay,
Smothers him.
Stop.
I see. What made the case?
Yesterday's surprise raid. It really paid off. Just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you?
It was just a theory.
A game theory.
If Acro really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end.
Who is this?
Especially if he was the defense attorney.
Who is this?
You mean Mr. Wright?
Of course. Well, detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the chief prosecutor's office as soon as I get...
Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you. Mr. Edgeworth.
It's the guy!
Oh my god, you guys. Edgeworth's coming back in the next case.
Oh my gosh. And for those... If this is your first Ace Attorney anything, like, we thought he was dead.
He's the guy.
we thought he was dead.
He's the guy.
And Phoenix and Gumshoe said he was dead, essentially, in this last case.
Oh.
Wait, get out of here! Get out of here!
Never mind.
Don't look at that.
Don't look at that.
We're ending.
We're stopping there.
That was the show, folks.
Thank you so much for coming. It was so
thank you
sweet
so
to
much.
hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
Take some time for yourself, rest up, drink your waters and whatever you gotta do.
We're not playing this blind for the first time, Lacrete. We've played before, but we're playing again because we're going to be playing through like the entire Phoenix Wright story. We have played the first game in the original trilogy already.
We're nearly done with the second now.
Yeah, and then there's one more in this trilogy, and then we're gonna be
moving on to the next part.
Yeah,
Either investigations with Miles Edgeworth or the Apollo series.
I think investigations chronologically comes next, so I
Okay.
think it's probably going to be that one. And we've never played that one.
We've never played investigations, so that'll be fun and interesting and,
And
cool.
besides the trilogy, I've only played the first Apollo Justice game and a little bit of what's it called? Layton. Yeah, and then Layton is going to be our victory lap when we finish everything else.
Yeah.
So thanks for stopping by.
It was so fun to have you all. We really appreciate having you all here.
Yes.
It's always fun to have a little audience cheering us on and stuff. And we hope to see you. This week is my birthday, so it makes our schedule a little bit different. But I think we might be playing Night in the Woods tomorrow.
If we feel like it, we might not. But if you really want to know, then you can check our socials or our Discord. Our Discord has notifications when we go live and when we post VODs. If you want to check out that kind of thing,
and
no pressure.
Otherwise, we're on the internet. You'll find us.
Yeah, we're very active on Blue Sky right now, or I'm doing that right now. So. Yeah, we have a Discord. You can go ahead and click that link if you'd like to. Absolutely no pressure. It's very low key there.
Yeah, but feel free to join. It is a low pressure Discord, but we do a lot of hellos and selfies and creative pursuit updates. It's very cute.
Yes.
All right, have a good night, everyone, and best to all of you, and sleep well, and have a nice snack or water or whatever, and love you. Bye.
Bye.
The clubhouse is pretty epic.